What's up, guys? It's your bear, and welcome back to some trailer reactions. Disney is at it again and has dropped the trailer for Moana 2. Moana unneeded, but Moana was one of my favorite movies a couple years back, so I'm really hoping that they haven't gone and messed this up. Let's sail into it.
This is a call from the ancestors to sail to new skies and reconnect our people across the entire ocean. Maui?
Boat snack! Oh! Boat snack upgrade? Bacon and eggs? Why didn't you bring the pig last time?
I agree with Maui. Why wasn't the pig in it last time? That looks pretty good. That actually, from those few scene snippets, looks pretty good. When the first one came out, I went and I watched the behind the scenes, and they spoke about the story of Maui and where they got all the inspiration from, and it was really cool and really interesting. And I currently, like, being in New Zealand, have learned a little bit more about this kind of stuff. It's not just New Zealand, like, there's a whole world of it, and it is so cool and so interesting to see things. Like, I have a few questions. I want to know who that kid was. I'm happy that we've somewhat kept the style. It, like, she looks just as good as she did in the first one, the hair, everything. So it's nice to see that they've kept up with animation, because it's so easy for sequels to slip back on animation quality. So it's nice to see that. That means they've taken this seriously. So this is obviously the first village. There's like her mom and her dad and a sibling. Has there been that big of a time gap that Moana now has a sibling? Or is this her secret love child? That would make it so much more interesting. But no, it's cool. And like, I kind of like how you can see here that it looks like she's leaving the island behind and she's going to move on with her life. So it kind of feels like a real coming of age kind of story. And then the other thing I wanted to see was if this was Moana or someone else. I'm getting better at this. That looks like her. I mean, it's her outfit. Yeah, that looks like her outfit, so that looks like her. And I also like that they hinted at, like, supernatural godly kind of things with all these different creatures, the land of where the gods could go, where we saw Mr. Shiny Crab. I was just looking at the carvings. I like that she's still wearing Grandma's necklace. It's the boat that Tafiti gave her at the end. I like that they've kept it very expressive. Because that was the one thing I liked about her character, was they're not shying away from expressions anymore.
This is a call from the ancestors to sail to new skies and reconnect our people across.
That is gorgeous. I can't get over it.
Across the entire ocean.
I'm interested. I want to know who these people are. Like, especially Grandpa here. Grandpa looks like he's one of those. He's having a day. He's having a laugh. But her top is so pretty. See, here she looks different. Like, they've matured her face a little bit from the earlier scene. So I wonder if there isn't like a little jump. I like that we get to see these guys again. Man's gonna get revenge. But what I'm really curious about this part. Because in the start of the trailer, she looks out towards something and she sees like an island. And now this is splitting in half like a giant clam mussel. Oyster things that go plunk. So it would be pretty cool if the island that she was looking out at is that, and that's going to be like some antagonizing force. It looks like the spirits are angry with the purple lightning. But I feel like at the end of Moana, they had this vibe that they could go out into the open world and be voyagers again. And I really kind of hope that that's a bit of the direction that they're going to take with this movie. I like that we're going to see more than just Moana and Maui. Don't get me wrong, iconic duo. Love them. But the whole thing of being voyagers was taking a group out and like going and building civilizations or just exploring the world, which seemed like Moana. You know, the idea of Moana being stuck on the island and then like all these years pass and Moana's still on the island doesn't fit the message and the vibe that was going on in the first movie. So if there is a time gap, I'm hoping that she's like gone out and come back, and gone out and come back, and gone out and come back. She hasn't been just there. Like that opening sequence, it looks like she's just arrived on land and she's using the little woo to call out to her people, being like, hey, I'm home. It looks gorgeous, but having learned more about the different cultures that they used to create Moana's story, I really want to see if they put more of that into it, especially the more monstery side of it. I say monsters, I'm not too sure what to actually refer to them of, but like the gods, the coconuts, Tafiti being a goddess, all of that stuff. I really want to see them explore more of that. Disney, for some reason, will touch into fantasy and supernatural, but they'll only lightly touch it. They won't fully explore it. Even when we went into Frozen and the wind was talking to Elsa in the second movie, that was it. There could have been so much more, and they are going into cultural things that involve things that are so much more. And also, like, I want them to continue the no love story. Like, strong, independent. It's all about going out, getting there, seeing what there is to see, doing what you gotta do, facing your fears, facing the fear of going out there and seeing what there is to do. I don't like how they teased at Maui over here.
Maui?
Boat snack! Oh! Boat snack upgrade. Bacon and eggs?
He seems, I really hope I'm wrong, but he seems like he's just going to be a comedic relief character based off of these few seconds. Which I really hope I'm wrong with that, because actually, I feel like they didn't need Maui. I feel like Moana can just do Moana and these new crewmates and Hey and I forgot the name of the pig. I'm sorry, little guy. But it looks gorgeous. It looks great. She looks really cool. I'm loving the texture on her outfit, and the twine and her hair. They even upped the detail on the necklace. It all looks great, but in that same breath, I don't think we actually needed a sequel to Moana. Moana closed off in such a good way that the story could end there. And I would have preferred if it ended there. I don't like how Disney has been. Wish was a disappointment. So Moana is going to have a lot of pressure in making up for what Wish didn't do, and just making up for how Disney's kind of been slacking. As always, I'm always looking forward to a movie, and I'm always going to give a movie the best chance I can. And because it's Moana, I mean, there's a whole ocean full of possibilities, and I hope that they are all good possibilities, and time will tell. I'm just nervously looking forward to this one because I have been extremely disappointed in Disney. On a visual standpoint, it looks good, but it is one thing to have a movie that looks good and then to have a story that goes with it. So yeah, that was Moana. It looks beautiful. Moana looks great. We finally get to see a little bit more of the world that Moana is set in. I am excited. And that's about that's about it. There wasn't a lot to go off on. I'm eager to know what's going on with the island and the people, but that's just my own skepticism. So that was Maui. So that was Moana. Hope you guys are also excited or disappointed. Let me know below. Also, down below will be a link to my Patreon for free. I put a lot of effort and forced myself. No. Well, that's it for Moana, guys. I will catch you all next time. Goodbye.